Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the Happs Inktober Marathon. We have an incredible group of artists from the Happs platform here who will be sharing some of their work and live ink work in particular. Starting off, we have with us Bobby Bicker and Tanya Michelle. Let's get them up here on screen. Two extremely accomplished artists. Here we go. Hey,
Hello.
Bobby, Tanya, how
Hey,
you doing?
hello. Good
Welcome,
evening.
welcome. Thank you for allowing me to be here. Appreciate this.
Our pleasure. Yeah, we're really excited for this. And as this is kind of a takeover style, I will jump off screen here and into the comments, but we are so excited. Thank you so much for stepping up and leading off this amazing online event.
Thank you,
Hello,
thank you,
hello,
thank
everybody.
you.
Thank you for having us, guys. We're excited. I'm always excited to come on the main Hubs account. I've been so many times, but is special because I'm with Tanya, my partner in crime. Sorry, partner in art.
Hi. Hello, everybody.
Oh,
I'm
hello.
a
Yes.
newbie. I'm a
We just
newbie to this
finished.
happy world.
Yeah, we just finished the broadcast on Tanya's channel actually for Inktober, and we thought, okay, we have an hour break, and then we go on Hubs and do the on the main account and do the Inktober. However, it is a Inktober with a twist. We want to that our theme for tonight would be save the ocean. Right, because
Right.
we want to raise awareness about the plastic in the ocean and the pollution, so that is what it is within Inktober. It's going to be in inks. And Tanya, you want to tell folks about what's going to happen after we did the drawing? It's a collaboration artwork. Okay. Tanya, take it away.
Okay, guys. Right now, if you just know about the Megaverse, I am into NFTs, non-fungible tokens. So I've been trying to get my girl Bobby over here to join the dark side, nah, the happy side of life, where new artists are creating some beautiful, beautiful and wonderful art over in the NFT space. So I wanted to onboard Bobby over here, and we thought it was a great idea to give back at the same time, back to because you know our oceans is looking real rugged after, especially over here in the states, it's looking really bad. You know what I'm saying? So we decided to come together. Two different countries to come together as bold women and brave women and smart, intelligent women and do some NFTs for you. So we're going to take this particular artwork right here that we're creating today right in front of you, and then I'm going to turn it into an NFT by digitalizing it, recreating it, remixing it like we do. I'm going to do it Puffy style. If you don't know who Puffy is,
Yes.
P. Diddy, I'm a hip hopper, so I'm a remix it real fast. Throw our oomph onto it, and then we're gonna rock this. We're just gonna rock this. We're just gonna shoot it out of the atmosphere, and we're gonna rock this and give some of the funding definitely going back into to save our water and our oceans and our sea, because we really got to start looking out, guys. Because the way things are going, we ain't gonna have no fish, no whales, no land, no sea. The way things is going right now, so I like to think into the positive, and I like to broadcast more positivity. So I'm saying we're gonna do this with some love and respect and have some fun here today. So yes, we're gonna go into the NFT world with this. Yay! So yes,
Yes,
so
indeed.
join us.
I'm super
Welcome.
excited because we is a collaboration. I haven't seen any artists like two artists collabing on an NFT yet. I don't know if you have seen,
Oh yeah,
but
there's a lot of collabs in the NFT world, but
as
for
in
us,
doing a piece of art together.
yeah, there's a lot of
Oh,
there's a lot
that's
of
cool then. Oh well, this is
yeah,
brilliant.
yeah,
And
But
yeah,
we're gonna
so
be doing
that
it for something for a better cause, though. We're gonna do it for a great
yes, we're
cause
doing for
that
the
that
codes,
definitely to our
codes. And we thinking that we're gonna do a series of this, so we're
yes,
gonna have fun creating art while raising awareness for a cause. So it will be save planet earth, save the whales, save, but saving stuff, that's it. We want to
yeah,
raise
we're gonna have a lot of
awareness
fun with it.
while
Okay.
we have fun creating. And if any of you likes to tag along and join, grab your pencils and get creative with us. You don't have to be, an art genius or a pro to doodle. Just grab a pencil and a paper and draw along with us, because art should be fun. Art is about expressing yourself, your feelings, just doodle away, even if it's just little marks, lines, and spots and little points in the paper, let that energy flow, and just check your hand moving in the paper is very relaxing, and art therapy is the best therapy, and it has helped me. I mean, I started because of a trauma. When I was very young, I was in hospital, and art is what healed me, and I continue that if I'm feeling depressed, if I'm feeling low, if it's anything that I go through life that is not going, 100% well. All I do, I sit and draw and I doodle. And funny enough is I do live streaming every night, and I paint and draw for art tutorials and to inspire people and to get them creative. However, even though I do every night art, when I want to relax, I still sit down and I doodle, which everybody finds funny, but you just did art. Yes, but this is now me time, and I want to relax. So I just sit down and I just doodle. So you do that, and you will see how much better you'll feel, because your mind is focused on those lines, and for those moments you're going to forget every worry you have. You're just going to focus on the lines, on the colors, and it's a beautiful thing, art therapy. And art is healing. Art can inspire you. Art can empower people, and it changes the course of the day, just as colors, vibrant colors, or whatever you want to express. So um, okay.
Okay, so I guess we get started on that note. We
Hello,
start with
Jeremy. Welcome. Hello, Dirk. Hello, Asha. Hi, Lane.
hello.
Sorry, I was in a role and talking. So thank you for joining. Let me remove my camera here because,
Hi,
we don't want
Lindsay.
my camera there. It's about the art and not about the Bobby.
Hey,
Okay.
Dirk. You know,
Okay. If I do this, now
okay,
I am
so
going to start drawing. So the idea is I am going to focus. Hey, art friends. Hey, Lindsay. How are you? And welcome
before you get
another
started,
amazing
Bobby, I'm just going to
artist.
tell you, Bobby, before you get started, give
Yeah.
me one moment. Before Bobby gets started, I'll tell you what we're going to be doing. I'm just telling you, everybody, what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be testing. Well, I'm not going to be testing. I've used microns before. These are my micron pens. As you see, I just opened up a brand new pack because my other ones that died out. There's no more ink in them. So I got a fresh pack of my microns I'm going to be using today. And I got some new, how do you pronounce this again? These Japanese pens, how you pronounce it? I get it
Kuriteke.
wrong.
Kuriteke.
Koriteka.
Yeah.
Japanese pen markers that I'm going to be using. I fell in love with them. I was using them today in the early broadcast, and I fell in love. And we're going to be using a good old pencil and good old eraser and my glasses because I'm blind as a bat.
Yeah, me too. I just put my glasses on.
So,
Yes.
but today we're gonna have some fun with y'all. We are gonna be drawing something special, something for the ocean. So, Bobby, I'm gonna let you take over and tell them what we're gonna be doing today.
Yes. So the idea is I will do the background because that's the collaboration. I will do the background. So pretty much I up to here, I'm gonna have the ocean. Maybe I put like a bit of a sunset, and with a lot of plastic items, whatever comes to mind. And then what Tanya is going to do, you go ahead. What are you doing?
And I'm drawing the whale. I'm gonna be drawing this charismatic, crazy, fun-loving whale of a sail. He's gonna have a whale of a time trying to get out to sea because the sea is just flooded with a lot of things. And my whale decided, you know what? I'd rather live on top of the water than underneath the water. So y'all pushing me out of his home. So he's gonna just pop up and throw a little throw a little love your way to show y'all what y'all hurting. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he'll see what all the stuff he done threw in the water be on him. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna put a fun, loving whale so everybody remember, the whales. That's all. So, and
Hmm.
we're gonna put it together, and if it comes out correctly, like I'm thinking, we're gonna animate it. I want to animate it a little bit and see how it goes. So, let's see, guys.
Yeah. So I've started. I'm just putting some waves first of all, right? And then I'm gonna add here probably some plastic bits, right? Uh, I don't know anything that it's killing the uh, are lovely ocean creatures. So I'm going to start, I'm just going to draw them first, right? So the biggest, last year, I, no, a couple of years ago, I think, when I was on Periscope, I did a collection of, because every now and again I do this, Save the Ocean, and I did a collection, and my collection was a lot of sea creatures with plastic wrapped around their necks, right? So I did this already. Well, not this precise thing, but something similar. And yeah, so I did a seal with some plastic, a plastic bag over his head, and a neck kind of. I did the turtle with this, what I'm drawing right now, you know, the plastic that goes in the Coke cans. So I did that. And yeah, I've done many like little sea creatures with plastic wrapped around their neck, and that's what we're going to go for like today, but not lots of sea creatures. Tanya liked to do the whale, so that's what she's going to do. So she's taking care of the sea creature while I am taking care of the plastic. So how was your day, by the way? Let's
Fantastic.
yeah, what did you do today, Tanya?
I was with you. I was doing live.
And how is everybody else watching? What did you guys do?
Oh,
Anything
everybody's
exciting
doing
going
good.
on? I know she's like, I was with you. Yeah, you were with me. She was with me. She was with
But
me
yeah,
doing Inktober.
yeah, I was been doing Inktober, and then I had a little technical difficulties,
Yeah, you
so
did.
we had to start all over again. But it's all good. So what I'm
Yes.
doing is trying to figure out, guys. I know I haven't started yet. I'll get started. I gotta. My flow is a little bit different, guys. Our flow is I have to think. I'm this is just off the top of my head, guys. So you're gonna see something. I don't know if I need to do two or one.
Well,
I
that's the beauty of it because when it's from
know.
the top of the head, people can see exactly what, the process of us creating
Well,
from the
this is
top of
my
the head.
process.
Yeah. And that's the beauty of it, you know?
I'm gonna get it. Once I get rolling, guys, it's on and popping. So I know that much. So I'll get it going.
Okay, there we go.
I
It
still
doesn't
have
have to be
to
perfect, really,
feel.
does it?
Oh, to me, it does.
There we go. So that's the plastic that goes on the cans. This is going to be
So if
like
you're
white,
gonna
but
do the
I'm going to add
pan,
a lot of plastic kind of bits, as I said, whatever comes to mind. And yeah, so the other thing is plastic bottles. Plastic bottles is like killer, killer. Okay, there is a bottle here. It sounds funny when I say there's a bottle there. A bit like British accent, isn't it? Okay, there we go. The bottle. This is those. And nobody picks the rubbish when they go at the sea. You know, you are like, why? It's very easy. There is trash cans everywhere, or rubbish bins, as we call them in UK. You guys call them trash cans in US. But yeah, there is bins everywhere. Why don't they pick up? I see even on in UK. I mean, even I see in the parks, people don't pick up their trash. It's just annoying. I have a funny story to tell you guys. Right, when I lived in Malawi, there was this guy threw a plastic bottle like this out of the car, right, and it came straight in the window of my car.
oh shoot.
I know, right? And what I did, I chased him. I chased him down the road and he kept driving. He went to the shopping center and he was like well dressed man with a suit. Yeah, yeah. He had the suit, you know. He probably got scared because my car is like I had a big Range Rover with diplomatic plates. He probably thought, what is going on? You know, they are following me. But I followed him for up to like, I don't know, 20 minutes up the road. I wasn't going to let this guy go, you know. And I chased him and I said, "Excuse me," I said, "Sir, you dropped this," because I picked up the bottle because it came in my window. And I mean, if it was glass, would have broken the glass, but still with velocity because it was fast, you know, it came boom. I thought it was glass. And yeah, so pretty much what happened, I gave him the bottle. Oh, sorry, madam, sorry, madam. I said, well, it's not about you are like, you look like intelligent men. I said, you should know better not to pollute it and throw rubbish off the window because that's not nice. And
And isn't
he
that illegal?
I made him get that and put it in the bin. And I was looking. I said, please, could you just take this and put it in the bin? There is the bin. Oh, he felt so embarrassed. But yeah, I wanted to make him embarrassed. I want him to know that, you know, it's not okay to throw rubbish out of the car.
I know
It's,
one thing. You couldn't do that in the United States.
yeah.
You pull up to somebody's car and stop them talking about hit back your dirt. You might not be coming back out of your car. See, that's okay out there, but you can't do that in the United States. I'm sorry, guys.
Well,
You
no,
live
I've
in
done
Canada.
that. I've done that even in
You
Albania.
might knock on the wrong person having the wrong person day that day. Nah,
Yeah. Well,
sometimes.
it's worth a try because if we
Oh
don't
no,
make an
no, no.
effort,
See,
right?
you know what? But we living in two different countries. You know what I'm saying? We living in two different worlds, kind of. You know what I'm saying? People out in the
Mm.
United States, I love my United States, but they are rude. And some people don't like to be knocked on and all that. So you gotta play that really careful out here. So you won't have too many people knocking into my pick now. If a person's standing in front of me and they drop it on the floor, I'll be like, dude, you know, why are you dropping that there? But to drive up to somebody and follow them,
Yeah.
nah.
Oh, yeah. I followed him. I followed him.
Because you might pull up to something that you do not want to be involved in. But I get you
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
That's
No,
love
I
right
followed
there.
him up the road.
Oh, you
And I
got
gave him his rubbish back.
you gutsy.
I have even stopped in London. I've seen people throw rubbish
See,
and I've stopped.
that's
Excuse
some
me,
other
are you going
stuff,
to pick that up? You know, even they look at me funny and I wait there for them to
girl.
pick it up.
That right there, no black person could rock. No, we see. I'm sorry. I'm a woman of color and I'm black. If I pull over,
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
oh
I mean,
shit, I
like,
can see me
yeah.
down to the pull over somebody talking about, dude, you dropped this back there to get remote. It ain't gonna be nothing
No,
nice with that
I
conversation
I'm
right
sorry.
there. That's gonna be some nah. That's a Netflix special right there. You talking about?
Sorry.
Oh god. Oh, sorry guys. I had to laugh on that one because I
Am
get
I
this.
am I doing something wrong, you mean?
No, you're not doing
Or
anything
are
wrong.
you
I'm just saying.
worried that I might get killed but from
See, y'all don't
people
have too
that
many gun problems over there where you at. We have a major gun problem over here. And you pull up to somebody and talk about knocking on their window, talk about you did this, you might not. That ain't gonna look too pretty.
yeah. Well, listen, if you see
Kind of laugh at
something
that.
that is not right and you don't speak
But
up,
you right. You absolutely no. I'm
in
not
my
saying you.
opinion,
I'm
we
not
have to
saying
make
you
a
wrong,
change,
sweetheart.
right?
I'm just saying
And if I
that
don't do it and you don't do it because we're all scared that somebody's going to say something, you know, or going to
oh no
do
no 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 no.
something.
See. Wait a minute. This is what I'm trying to explain. Here in the
Mm.
United States, you cannot pull up on the side of the road or follow somebody and follow them to where
Yeah.
they ever stop at and think you're going to have a friendly conversation because out here in the United States, they're not thinking you're about to have a conversation about some damn garbage that he threw out the window. That person's going to think road rage and might whoop your ass for come or pull something out on you. So we can't do that in the United States now. Like I said, this is two different countries. Yours probably a little more, you know, don't have
Yeah,
too
but
many
maybe
guns.
you can put some sense into their, you know, mind.
Like I said, I'm not pulling nobody over. I'm not pulling no.
Okay.
Now I'm not like I
Well,
said. Now if they
I
stand
will
there,
come. When I come, if I see somebody, I will do it.
no, I'm not even gonna let you do that, girlfriend. I gotta protect you. But thank God,
You got the wrong idea about America. I swear to God, girl.
I love America. I'm just saying, it's a certain thing I gotta teach you that you just can't do up here. What's it past midnight here in Italy? Hi everyone. Hello, sweetheart. How you doing today? Hi, sis.
Hello, Desiree. Hello,
Hi
welcome.
guys. You hear
Past
Crazy
midnight
Bobby
in
over
here,
here?
Italy. Ciao, Nazim, come stai? Or are you going to sleep? Buonanotte. Hey, CS Murphy's here. Hello,
I
hello.
know.
Okay,
Hello.
let's see. Let's see. Type a 100, right? If you would stop somebody, if you see somebody throwing rubbish or trash in front of you, would you tell them, sir, you dropped that or whatever? Would you point
Now,
it out, or would you
now,
just
remind
walk
you
away,
guys.
or would you pick it up and put it in the trash can yourself?
Okay, now
Let's
mind
see.
you guys, not this. Now we talk about United States. Now the United States. Would you stop somebody, pull their car over, follow them, get out your car, and tell them, "Excuse me, sir, you pulled through this out the window." In America, hell no. Maybe in Italy,
Really?
hell yeah. But in the U.S., it ain't happening.
Huh. That's kind of
I can't even see
okay.
nobody agreeing to that.
Okay, okay, okay.
Oh my
I'm
goodness, I
seeing
love this
something
song.
different here. I'm learning something new.
I'm just trying to save you in the U.S. So if you do come across that, you don't do nothing like that.
Okay,
Okay, is a
okay,
whale
I'm
fat?
gonna try.
We're gonna have a fat whale. How are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this?
Okay, I am going
How?
on with my little painting here.
How?
So I put
So we put
some.
a. Should I put a T-shirt on him? Right? We're gonna put a T-shirt on him, right?
Mhm.
I think I'm gonna put a T-shirt on him.
Let's see what people saying.
Uh,
How's your week? Hello, 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 Helen. I haven't
let's
seen you in
see.
ages. I would throw it away without telling them, and I take a
Uh,
+1 from the universe. You see, I have done that too. I have picked it up, even though I was angry. But yeah, I have picked up rubbish as well. And I teach my son as well. Pick it up, I say, darling. And he's like, but I didn't throw it. I don't care. It's just there. Look, it's in front of you. Just pick it up and put it in the bin. He's got a thing, my son, but I didn't throw it. Yes, but somebody did, and is in front of us, and somebody will step, and an old person could fall from that banana peel. I don't know. I just hate when people throw stuff from the window in the car, especially. 12:23 here. Okay. Here is 11:24 in London. 11. Yes. Sports for the blind. Hello, hello. Yeah, I don't know, guys. However, that's why we're doing it. We're raising awareness for, pollution, and don't throw in plastic, and make sure you use. I mean, you know what angers me? Because I'm in the beauty industry, and beauty industry is one of the worst kind of offenders when it comes to pollution, because they don't use like um, I don't know, eco-friendly packaging, and packaging that is biodegradable. Is just like one-use packaging that looks also cute, is very little product inside, but is all that packaging. It's so bad, and a lot of people in the makeup industry talk about this, because we need packaging that you can, it's biodegradable or eco-friendly, that is not going to end up in the ocean and kill all the beautiful creatures over there, that we need the oceans to be clean, because we need the ecosystem to flow nicely. So yeah, pretty much, that's how it is. We need the makeup industry to change. We need all these companies to use better packaging. It has to start. Something has to be done, I think. Okay, so I'm going to put some little lovely sea bedding in here. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Bye, everyone. Got a super early appointment tomorrow morning. Enjoy the artwork. Grazie mille, Nazim. Buonanotte. Ci vediamo domani. Well, I don't know if we're going to see each other tomorrow, but I hope we do. I just have a little bit of chance to practice my Italian because I don't get to speak much Italian. I haven't spoken Italian in ages.
Nice. You did a
Yeah,
great job.
uh,
So you did a great job.
I know. Okay, so I'm gonna put like different colors, but also have this plastic in here, right? Okay,
Hmm.
maybe some yellow here.
My whale's looking like a dolphin, guys. So I'm trying to make him like. I'm trying to make him more like I'm like, hold up, this is a dolphin that I'm drawing here. I just caught myself like,
You
this is
know what?
nice.
It's just a sea creature. By the way, Tanya, we
Uh-huh.
only have half an hour. Hello,
Oh shoot.
Sports for the Blind. How are
Okay, no,
you?
I can finish him in half an hour. I ain't worried about that.
Oh,
I can,
really?
yeah,
Okay, that's
he's
good
gonna be
then.
inked and everything in a half an hour. I got a half an hour left. Oh yeah, I
No,
inked.
not left. Total has to be in half an hour. So you
So we
already
only got
done
8 minutes
27
left.
minutes. So we only have 3 more minutes.
Oh shoot, I didn't know that. I thought this was for an hour. That's why I was taking my time. Oh, okay.
No, no, no. Ah!
Yeah. Oh
You have
shoot.
three
All
more
right.
minutes.
How
So
much?
we will continue this
No, no, no. I
there.
can put it. I can get it
No,
done.
what's
Hold on.
4:30 PT?
Hold on. I can finish it.
4:30. So 4:30 PT is what? In a half an hour?
I don't know. You said we
I
only got
mean, listen, we can
you only got
all.
two
Oh,
minutes left?
okay, we have only 3 more minutes left. Yeah, two
Why
minutes
y'all didn't
left.
tell me that? We could have all that talking you did, we could have just hit the
Yeah,
button
I
and
know, right? Listen, it's
mommy.
fine because we spoke and we raised
Oh my
awareness.
goodness. I
Yeah,
ain't even get nothing
listen,
done.
in half an hour we can
All
come
right,
back
that's
in
okay.
here because yes, oh, in an hour time from now is another spot open, so we can pop back in to show people what we've been doing. In meantime, if you want, we can pop in my channel, continue this do it live so people can see, or we stop or we continue and then show people what we've been doing while we're watching Joseph, what Joseph is going to do, and then we continue here as we are, right? And then we pop in and show people the process, what we've been doing, right? Shall we do that?
That whatever you just said sounds good. That sounds good.
Or
That
we can go
sounds
in my stream and we can do that and continue.
you can do anything you like. I
So
just didn't
people
realize,
don't
guys.
miss the chance to
I done
see.
went way faster, guys.
Okay, let's go
We'll
then.
be back. We'll
Okay,
be back. We can come back. We
yeah.
can come back. We can come back. I
Okay,
just
we
thought,
come back
yeah,
in an hour. So in
we be
meantime,
back
I'm
in an
gonna
hour
go
to
in my
finish this.
channel so people don't miss the whole process of what we
No, we just finish
created.
that. We
Okay.
come back on here. We come back on Happs. We back in an hour to finish this, guys. Because I totally thought I had
Yes.
an hour, and if I'd have known that, I wouldn't have had Bobby tell her whole
Yeah,
story.
no, it's fine. We're gonna continue this on our stream,
So
and
we back
and
at what?
then
An
in my
hour?
channel, and then we come back in an hour because it's 1 minute, well, few
Yeah. I'm
seconds.
gonna take
So
a break. I'm
thank
gonna
you
take a
so
break.
much, guys. I don't know if you can see the detail bit, but this drawing is highly detailed in here. All the plastic, I'm bringing it very close for you, and I'm going to add the ink, some watercolors there and all the ink to bring a
Y'all have a
lot a
good one,
lot of
guys. We'll finish
detail.
this in a minute.
So now hang around and watch Joseph come live. I don't know who is in with, but thank you very much for coming, joining us tonight, and see you back in 1 hour and see the process. Lots of love.
Bye.
Thank you, Happs, for having us. Bye
Bye.
bye.
What's up, guys? Welcome, welcome. I am Joseph Burke at Joseph Burke Arts. What's going on? And I actually got a little bit of the pencil sketch done here. Um, so I went ahead and got the sketch because usually the sketch takes the longest, and this is Inktober, so I wanted to make sure that we focused on ink and not, just I wanted to get the pencil sketch out of the way so people can see the inking process and all of that. So huge shout out to Bobby Bicker and Miss Gray 8. It's so good to see you guys. What's up, Peter? How you doing? And the Happs team, Lindsay Badger in the chat, Sports for the Blind. I'm joined by Desiree, who is over here in the sidebar, and it's good to see you guys. And so I am working on day, let's see,
Hello, hello.
I am working on day 19, and day 19 is loop. And I really had to do my homework for this one. I was like, I don't want to draw an infinity symbol. I don't want to draw, a racetrack or something circular. Then I pulled from my comic book retro nerdiness Groundhog Day, the film with Bill Murray. And so I have a pencil sketch of Bill Murray here and the evil groundhog that is manning the wheel of his vehicle. And so we are going to ink Bill Murray. And I want to remind you guys, this is only a 2.5 inch diameter sketch. And so this is very small. So it's I mean you can see just by the pencil how small it is. It's not a big sketch. And so how I do Inktober is I do a full page. If you guys can see this, I will make 2.5 inch circles, and I'm able to fit 6 artworks on one page, which kind of keeps me grounded because if I do full page artworks, then it's a lot more time inclusive, and so that becomes a little cumbersome. But Des, are you ready to go?
Oh yeah.
What's up, Des? Can you guys bring
Hey,
Desiree in? I don't have those admin powers, so.
I don't have yeah, I'm on a cell phone, so
Okay, there we go. Bada boom, bada bing. Joined by Desiree. Okay, let's do this. So, tools of choice. This is what I use. This is pretty much it right here. There's nothing fancy about it. I am using, if you're into brands, these are Prismacolors. The teal color ones are Prismacolor pencils. And then I've got Lyra, which are German made sketching pencils. And the inking of choice is Faber Castle. Faber Castle. All right. I'm going to shut up
I
now.
love the way you say that.
Faber Castle. Faber Castle. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now. All right. So if you guys can see, here is the Bill Murray sketch ready to go with the groundhog at the wheel. I'm trying to get it. There we go. Right there. Boom. All right. Here we go. Now, this is why it's called Inktober. You're inking, you know. So I am using a reference photo. This is just a regular steal from, it's a regular steal from Google. So I'm using a reference photo to do the sketch, just so you know that I'm not pulling Bill Murray out of my brain, which would be great. It would be fantastic if I could do that. I have a lot of questions for Mr. Murray, but anyway, I digress. All right, let's do. I always this part always freaks me out when you actually you have a sketch that you're very proud of and you're happy with, and then you hit the point of no return. The point of no return is when you have the first ink mark over top of your artwork, and I'm just like, no. I don't know how you feel about it, Des.
Always. Like I'm always nervous about inking my stuff.
And I always take a picture of my undersketch. Always take a picture of my undersketch. So, yeah. It is a pivotal moment. It really is. It can make or break you. Could almost use a little music in here. I'm so
I
used
know,
to
I feel
drawing.
like
I'm
yeah.
so used to drawing with music in the background. But I don't know how the Happs team feels about that. So I do have a royalty-free playlist, but yeah, we won't push it. Peter, hum us a song, Peter. Peter, 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 us a song, Peter. Strike up a chord. Give me some Johnny Cash, please. It's all right. We could just hear the Puxatawny Bill song in the background as this movie is coming to life. One of my favorite movies to watch every February the 2nd. I just love Groundhog Day. And I was not prepared for this. I need to at least an hour to warm up. Okay. All right.
Did you see the commercial when it was like the football commercial with him in it?
Oh, heck yeah. Oh, heck yeah. So good. So I typically don't do a lot of portraits um, on Inktober, but I have done some celebrity portraits before. Um, some just people that I think, in pop culture world that definitely need a little limelight. I've done some Stan Lee in previous years, and I did Fluffy, Gabriel Iglesias. If you guys have any questions while we're doing this, just feel free to chime in. If not, then I'll just keep yakking and you guys can just hear me yak, which is great because we're yakking together. That sounded really disgusting. Wait a minute. This is not Happs After Dark. What are you talking about? All right, Joe Perk. I did Bob. Yeah, I did Bob Ross it up. Yeah, it's happy little trees over here. So, has anybody here seen the movie Groundhog Day?
With me, of course, but I don't know if anybody else has.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, you. I'm curious because it's kind of a classic here in the Burke household. It's something that we watch every year.
Such a good movie.
And he's caught in that time loop, which is kind of like the loop, the word of the day, which is kind of where I got it from. I think my favorite part of that movie is when he spots the homeless guy on the street, and he does everything he can in his power to try to save that homeless man. And there's nothing he can do because it's the homeless guy's fate to die. And there's nothing that Bill Murray's character can do. He can't buy him a meal and make him happy. He can't, buy him clothes and set him up in a rich, lavish environment. There's nothing he can do to stop it. And I think that's very symbolic. There's a big, deeper message there.
Because he was so into himself.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah. He's a very self-absorbed individual.
In a way, it reminded me of like Bruce Almighty when he
Oh, I love
wanted
that
to
movie
have the
too.
god powers so much, but
Yeah. But he couldn't make her love him
exactly.
at the end of it. Yeah. All right. So far, we're off to a decent start.
I think this is the thing about my favorite thing about Inktober is watching you and Lindsay come up with like these cool like ideas just out of the blue with these words. And you never expect you two to think of those ideas, you know.
Yeah. Well, it is fun what we do. We're like kids in candy stores. We get to play around and have fun and be creative. And the beautiful thing about the community that we're here on Happs is that there's so many people out there like yourself, Des, that are so stinking creative and talented. And it's pretty cool that we just kind of get to share the same space with you and all the other creatives on here. So it's pretty cool. Can't take a lot of the credit for it because a lot of that creativity comes from guys like you.
Shucks.
Oh, shucks,
Just
Joe.
Happs is just filled with so many people. I love it.
It's a great platform. I'm doing my feathering. Okay. Well, Bill Murray's coming alive, I believe.
It's pretty good.
It's all right. It'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. That's a great movie, babe. That'll do, pig.
It is.
So when I get done with the sketch, what I plan to do is I'm going to put over some alcohol markers on top of it just to kind of round it out. Give him a little character here.
Have you guys watched Joe's process of how he first starts off with his creating and then like how it ends up? It's so amazing. So amazing.
My process?
Yes. I love how you say that because Michelle says that.
Yeah. No, I'm only saying that because of Michelle, because it's honoring her. My process. So we got an evil groundhog here. And he's not evil in the picture. I just happen to make him evil because right now he's kind of controlling Bill Murray's life. The secret to doing detail like this is you got to have an extremely fine tip marker. I don't even know if you guys can see the end on that. That thing is super tiny. And so in order to get the detail that's needed, you've got to have a super tiny marker to make that work. What is up, Jeremy? What's up, buddy? Buddy, old pal, old chum. Man, it's so weird drawing without music.
I know, I was about to say
It's
that.
weird. I'm like sitting here like, oh man, I'm so used to my playlist.
My brain.
Now, Peter, we're going to have to work on this right here. we are going to have to. Oh, the missus is home. So that's what that sound was. Welcome home, Angel. Yes, she's called Angel in this house.
You guys are so
That's-
cute.
Oh, stop it. Yeah, okay. The better half. All right. Let's see. Sorry for the noise in the background, but it'll end here in a second.
Yeah, don't mind my child. She's just singing in her room.
Yeah, normally these are like, this is the time of the evening when the wife and I, this funny story, the wife and I are having dinner because she's a nurse, and I messed up the times and I didn't know that. I said, "Oh, 3:30 in the afternoon. That's great." Oh, it's 3:30 Pacific. So, yeah. I'm doing Groundhog Day for Loop. Check it out. Bill Murray and the groundhog. All right. I think we're going to stop it right there and start adding a little bit of ink into it. What's up, King Rodman? Welcome, welcome. Okay. So I don't know if other artists do this or not, but usually when I complete a phase of a piece, whether it's pencil or ink, I will always take a picture of the progress. So now that I have a vast majority of the ink done, I always take pictures to kind of document the process. And now the real moment. You got to take the eraser and erase the entire sketch underneath. And that is why I wear this glove, so when I'm drawing, it doesn't smear. So I'm erasing everything now. So when I put down the marker, it'll take and it'll look really, really good. So now we have just a straight ink sketch. So I think I'm going to do this in black and white scale instead of full color. And so for that, I'm going to be using Tombow. These are my, this is a gray palette Tombow watermarker set. And you can see all the different degrees and shades that I use. And so I always start light and work dark. So that's what I'm doing. So you go with your lightest shade and then you mix in with the darkest shade. So let me pull up my picture here so I can get the gray tones right. I got 10 more minutes. Can I finish this in 10 minutes? Let's see what happens. I believe I can do it. I believe I'm on par. Of course you can, Joe. So
Oh, no one.
got a little color into here. Color in the eyebrows. Darker under the eyes. And got a little color on the bridge of the nose. Not fully covered. The lip is dark.
Try.
What's he saying?
How much for your piece? I don't know.
Oh, give me your work. All your artwork. Give it to me now.
Kind of
Yeah,
thrown
try.
together. I actually put this together within 15 minutes of me coming on.
Okay, so there's the light gray. Now let's go with a darker gray. I'm going to go one shade down. So if you're looking, so this is what I started with. This is where I'm going.
I think that's the hardest thing about being an artist is letting go of your artwork in the first place.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that. All right, so I got 7 minutes. Let's see what I can do. Yeah, I agree with that sentiment. It's hard because it becomes a part of you. You know?
Yep.
You put a lot of time and effort into it.
Excuse me.
It's okay.
Mm-mm.
But I want to say a huge thanks to everybody joining today on the official Happs count as we're doing the Inktober takeover. Huge shout out to our amazing team, Peter and Pablo, and all the guys that make all of us here in the art community feel so welcome. And we're very thankful for you guys. I want you to know that. I know we joke and tease all the time, but at the root of it all, we're truly thankful for you guys. And you make it nice for us, man. You make it real nice and inviting. So appreciate you.
Yes. And just know, like, I don't color within 30 minutes or an hour of me drawing. It usually takes me like a month to create one piece.
I hear a munchkin in the background.
Go ahead. Okay, go on. Go play.
Yes, those were munchkin sounds for sure. Peter. All right, so let's do a little background fade here. Want a darker transition. This is what I like to call the badger technique. ASMR, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am, you can tell. I use this marker a lot, so it's about dead on me. But that's okay. Okay. I think. Alrighty. I believe I am going to sign this bad boy because we are done. Can you start to cam up whenever you're okay? Yeah, so I got you. All right. So this is day 19. So I'm playing catch up. Today's day 20. So I'm doing yesterday's. And this is loop. Of course, this is I'm doing, if you're just catching up, this is Groundhog Day. What's up, DC? What's up, JS Gilbert? I'm about to sign off here in just 2 minutes, but thank you guys for joining me. Appreciate it. Alrighty. I believe we have a finished piece here, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to go ahead and present this as our next artist is getting ready to come up. One of my buddies here that joins us on the multiverse, Mr. Jeremy Stoltz, is coming in. What's up, Jeremy?
Hello, sirs.
Hello.
I am on day 20 currently for Inktober.
Okay.
So yesterday's, while I did something very similar to you, Joe, I went the horror route.
Oh, okay.
And
oh
I did
my gosh.
Happy Death Day.
Look at you. That's
So,
awesome.
Very similar technique as far as reliving the day over and over again as Groundhog's Day.
That's awesome.
That's what I did for my loop.
Well, I'm going to give everybody a final shot of the art, and then I am going to bounce and hand this back over to Jeremy. So, Peter, I don't know if you want to make that large or not, but you can. So there is the final inked artwork for today.
That is awesome, buddy.
Thank you, man. Trying to find that right balance because everything's all mirrored. But
I know, right?
Yeah, I know, right? It's weird. All right, so here we go. I'm handing it over to Jeremy. Jeremy, take it away, bro. Take it away.
All right. So today, for Sprout, I'm going to stay in the horror genre, and I am going to be drawing a character from Children of the Corn. No, Kitty. No. She's seen an empty table and wanted to jump on up. So how is everyone doing today? Again, like Joe said, it's a little weird not having any type of access music or anything going on. it's possible to work it. I just got to pay attention to comments, and then maybe we can keep some topics flowing. I was attempting to try to do 2 challenges, and I really got to play super catch up on another challenge if I want to finish that challenge for this month. But I have kept up on Inktober every day, so I feel pretty good about that. But if I don't get this other challenge done, then that'll be 2 years in a row that I have failed to complete this challenge. Because you're not up here with me playing some music, Chris. I mean, I'd be more than happy to have some Chris Gales up here with me. Yes, it does. So I'm trying to get the sketch done real quick so I can spend a little bit of time on the inking part. Get the base stuff down. Now, another thing with Inktober is while I normally use microns and the pens like Joe was using, this year I have decided that I wanted to do all of my Inktober using either a quill pen like this. It's a dip pen, where you dip in the traditional ink and whatnot and use it. Or if I need to do some different stuff, I've also got brushes. So if I need to do a larger area or something like that, but I've got a real nice fine brush that I picked up on the recommendation of one of our other broadcasters on here, Noni. And then I had this one here. This is just a simple paintbrush that you would get for like model painting and stuff like that. So oh, that's cool. It's always cool when we can get family members to join us and do our live streaming habits. I like watching other people's techniques on how they start their drawings and whatnot too. See, it's about the right distance. Mouth down to here. Actually, the face is just a little bit long. I'm used to, well, I can't say I'm used to it because I haven't done a whole lot lately, but when I first started doing some live streaming stuff, way back when, I was doing conventions pretty regularly, and I would get used to drawing sketches pretty quick because when someone wants to come around and get a personal sketch done, they don't really want to spend, their whole convention, standing around watching. So if it's something I think I can't get done rather quick, like a cartoon character or something, then I will tell them go ahead and walk around and it'll be done for them, in between, and then I'll work on it, while I'm waiting. But I've gotten decent at getting sketches pretty fast. All right, I think that's going to work for the pencil stuff. So let's get the inking ready. Hey there, Doe. So what I'm doing is I'm pouring stuff from this bottle of Sumi ink from, I believe it's, well, it says San Francisco, but it's made in Japan. And I've got quite a bit of the bottle left, and then I'm just pouring it into old medicine containers because it holds the ink very well, and when you're done, you can pour it out, and it really doesn't do much to the, or not pour it out, but I can pour it back into the container. I am drawing one of the young characters from Children of the Corn because today's Inktober is Sprout. Thank you. You've been using the Sumi ink as well? Yes. I had two different choices for ink to use. I had that, or I had a small bottle of Black India ink, but this is more for like calligraphy stuff, but it still would have worked. And there's still quite a bit of ink left in this bottle too, so I could have used either one. I had a different nib pen that I was using. I was actually using this one here, but then the nib that I had inside of it broke, and I don't have a replacement for it, so I had to go to this larger one. The only problem that I don't like about this is that this part here slides out, and so when I'm using it, I've got to be careful and sometimes keep my finger back here or that finger to hold it in place. Hello, Lindsay. How is your momming duties coming along today? Welcome, Sassy. And Luke. Bonjour, Luke. Luke is my Canadian double. The only problem is we always get into arguments because I'm always like, well, I can do this. And he's like, well, anything you can do, I can do better. Woo-hoo. Stay in there. Football and cheer practice is about to start. Hey there, Dimmy. All right. Peter, I seen your video over, I think, on, was it Instagram? Where you were doing the, oh, why can't I think of words? The trail cam. Hello there, Chris. Stay in there. It's funny, when I first got into drawing and scoping and streaming and all the other stuff, I would go on and watch other people do their stuff, and the same stuff that I'm doing now used to annoy the heck out of me when I would watch someone. And it's funny how I never used to do it, but as a live streamer, I've evolved into doing the same thing. And what I'm talking about is, I started up here, I went down here a little bit, I moved over to here, I moved down to here, moved over to here, and yet I haven't finished any one section. When I used to watch people do it, I'm like, why don't you just start one spot and work your way down? How I have my setup to draw. Okay, so I've got the computer right here so I can see and comment and everything. The drawing is sitting right here. Then I have a stand, a desk stand or whatever that holds the webcam, and it is literally right in front of my body. So I kind of lean over and touch the back part of the pole holding the webcam. You can kind of see my hand running up and down the shadow. Then I can reach one arm around this side of it and one arm around this side of it, and then still keep it drawing and whatnot. Yes, this is I'm actually cup of inking it and using a dip pen. Now I have tried setting my camera up on the opposite side over here and facing this way and using OBS to turn it around and whatnot, but my computer is not handling running OBS and Happs at the same time, and I'm getting a lot of glitches. I liked it better that way because it was a lot more comfortable setup wise. But since I've been over here on Happs, I've gotten used to drawing with this, big, huge thing in front of my way that it's not really a hindrance anymore. All right, where am I at here? Okay, we're 12 minutes in. Okay. Now, with Inktober, I don't actually color any of my drawings because I like to keep them pure for ink. Then next month, on a corresponding day of whatever day that I like, on the 20th of next month, I will color this piece along with doing my daily drawing. So all of these stay just ink for a month. And then I color them later. And while I will use a ruler if I need to, I prefer not to. A lot of the stuff that I work with, I try not to use a ruler and just go freehand with most of it. Okay. See, like, there's some shadowing that should be all along his face here, because there's the light source is coming from this way here. So like almost all of this is lit up, and then this is kind of in the darkness, and there's a little bit of light over here as well. I'm not actually going to put that in on the ink because I don't want to muddy up all the face. I will wait until I go to color that with Copics, and I'll shade that in with different colors. So there's certain drawings like the Annabelle that I did for day 3, where it looks a little off because I didn't do any of the shadowing on here with, like, I did the really dark shadows that are going to stay there, but there's a lot of shadowing that goes around this face and underneath here that I'm going to wait to do with color. And yes, if there's anyone else that wants to jump up, I am perfectly okay with it. I am more than used to sharing my screen. Now I got to get the hat darkened in. The paper that I'm using, because traditional paper would not hold ink this well and it would buck up and start to fold and bend. So the paper that I'm actually using for this, and where's my tablet? Here we go. I'm actually using watercolor paper. It is 140 pound, and I bought this brand specifically because I was looking at the paper, and watercolor paper usually has this texture on it that doesn't lead for inking and coloring like that if you're not using the watercolor stuff. But I found that this is actually working out for ink very well. I'm not getting that grainy texture that normally comes with watercolor, and it holds up the ink very well. I mean, like this piece right here, it sits mostly flat. We got a little bit of bending on the edges, but I mean, if you did this with another paper, it would definitely be a lot more warped than that. And the other thing is, you can see kind of how heavy I went with the inks on this. I used actually a big brush and went over it. When you turn it over, it really didn't bleed through. The only stuff that you're seeing on this side here is where I brushed off and it went underneath. But yeah, this is pretty good paper for anyone that is looking for something that will hold ink well. Yeah, bristle paper is generally what I usually use for something along the lines of like my sketch cards that I do, where I use like Copic ink and whatnot for. But yeah, that's usually, this is just bristle board. All right, I don't like using detail with this one here because this brush is not meant for that, so I'm going to get a small. Thank you, Bobby. That means a lot. I mean, you're like world class, and that means a lot coming from you. This is just years and years of practice is all this is. And I continually try to push myself and do different things, like with using the brush here. Before this month, I never used brush or even the quill pen. I've always been a marker guy, or using the multi-liners. I worked at a factory for years and it put a lot of damage on my hand. I was actually having nerve damage quite a bit on my right hand over here. And last November, it was at an all-time high. Actually, it was last October, I should say, was my hand was actually really hurting bad, to where I was worried that I was going to have carpal tunnel surgery. I haven't gotten that point yet, but I didn't want to break my streak of drawing, so I taught myself for the month of November. I started on November 1st and taught myself to draw left-handed. And so I did the entire month of work that I did last November using my left hand, having never done it before, and seeing what I could accomplish. And the first few days were rather rough. But by the end of the month, it got to the point where you really couldn't tell a whole lot the difference between my right and left-handed drawing. Yeah. I started drawing full time again back in 2014. I had drawn a lot in high school, drew a lot after high school, and then I got together with my wife and started the family, and it just slowly became something that I didn't really do a whole lot anymore. I stopped drawing for the most part, probably close to 8 years, and I wasn't on social media. I finally got onto social media probably mid 2013. And so I started following artists and people that I liked and whatnot. And one day I came across, someone doing Inktober and started following them. And then I noticed that each day they would post later and later in the day. That it would be like, like let's say he would normally post it by 2, 3 o'clock. It'd get to be like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, things like that. That he would get later. And so I messaged him and I'm like, hey, what's going on? And he told me that he was just not feeling it and he was getting burnt out and couldn't really keep up with the challenge. And I'm like, no, dude, don't do that. I was like, you're inspiring me greatly. I was like, I haven't been this excited about art in a long time. And so I told him, I was like, tell you what, I'll make you a deal. You finish strong for this month, and the following month in 2013, I would go live and do art for a whole entire month. And so he did. He completed the Inktober challenge and got through it. And so November 1st, I started doing a daily drawing, and I would make sure that before midnight, I would post it over on social media. And that first month, it was taking me forever to get things done. Like a normal drawing like this right here was taking me like 3 hours. And then I made it through that month, and it was rough. But then I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do it for December because it just was too much. So I waited until January and wanted to see if I could do another challenge, to see if I could challenge myself for 30 days. I did that, and at the end of that January, I never stopped. So I've been going strong since January 1st, 2014, every single day, without fail. Which, for those keeping track at home, as of today, is currently 2,849 days. Yeah, I had power go out for 11 days. I was broadcasting using my phone that I charged during the day. I was using candles to light up this area so we could all see. Um, Earlier in the month, I was down with COVID, and I got on here even with 102 fever and was drawing with that. Wasn't drawing very well. If you go back and watch, I had some days, but I did it. And there's two reasons for that. One, I'm a bit of a challenge freak, and once I challenge myself to something, I like to see it through. The other part is because I took that time off, that 8 years, where I just stopped drawing. I'm afraid that if I were to do this, yeah, I can stay on for a few more minutes and then they can take over. That's fine. I'll finish up my story and then they can go into stuff. But I don't want to give myself an excuse. I don't want to be like, I'm tired from work today. I don't want to draw. I'll just draw tomorrow, because that one day becomes a couple days, and those couple days become a week. And then next thing I know, I'm 8 years out again and I haven't drawn a darn thing. And I had to work really hard the first couple of years in 2014, 2015 to get my skill back. I lost a lot of it. I mean, I look back at some stuff that I did back then, and while my art might technically be better now, there was a lot more energy and fluidness in my art back then. All right, let's bring some voices up with our Tanya and Bobby.
Hey everyone, before we go ahead and transition over to having all three of them on screen, I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you everyone that has joined, everyone that has participated, sharing their art. We're about halfway through the show. We got 3 more 30-minute sections that we will be going through, ending right at 6. And just wanted to give a quick preview. Next week, we will be doing another one of these, aiming to do travel. So if any of you are in the comment section that do travel streams, prepare for next Wednesday. If you have friends that do travel streams, let them know, get them excited. Next week, the Wednesday, yeah, I do have lumberjack vibes today. I even have like washed like light blue jeans with boots on. So anyway, next week, travel. Let everyone know. Have your friends join. We will send out all of the info along with a sign-up sheet in very shortly. But without further ado, going back to Jeremy, Bobby, and Tanya.
Hello, everybody. Hi,
Hello, Bobby.
Hello.
Hello, Tanya.
Hi. How are you guys?
Doing good.
Fantastic. Thank you for letting us come aboard. I didn't know this was a half an hour broadcast, so when we started earlier today, we were just running our mouths. So now,
Well,
we know it's only a half an hour. We got this together now. So me and
Yeah.
Bobby over here is doing something for the ocean. We are doing an NFT. We're coming
ooh,
together to do this NFT, and we're drawing it out live in front of y'all. We're doing a collab. She's doing the back of the ocean, the background, and I'm
yes.
doing the actual whale. So it's gonna be a whale of a time. And thank you for allowing us to breathe your space or paint your space.
I went and looked at your NFT page, I believe.
And how do you like it?
I liked it. It got me interested, and I think I want to look into it, but I just haven't, I haven't done
Well,
enough research or know enough.
well, I think I'm going to be doing a broadcast about NFTs for artists who wants to transfer over to the metaverse.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting my girl Bobby over here trying to transfer over into the metaverse. So that's why her first little dab of it is going to be this lovely Save the Ocean. Right, Bobby?
Indeed, we are. Hello, guys. Hello. Nice to see you all here.
Hello,
Now,
hello.
question. I want to see comments, see where you guys all watching from, because I want to know where you all watching from at this hour. Is 32 minutes past 12, past midnight in London. So, what time is where you are and where you watching from? That's the question, right? Because it's nice to know what part of the world you're all from.
And if you over here in Viva Las Vegas,
Which
United
is where I'd love
States,
to live.
where you live at? What
In
state are you
Michigan.
in? What state?
Michigan.
Ah, Michigan.
But I
Nice.
was born on the West Coast, so I want to get back there.
You want to get back to this warmth?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I hear you. Yeah, Viva Las Vegas right now is feeling really fantastic. To be honest with you,
It's good weather out there this time of the year too.
yeah, it's not. It's like it's cold, but it's not that like freezing cold. It's just getting into that particular weather of trying to turn to winter or
Well,
fall, whatever you want to call it.
even cold weather out there is nothing to what I'm used to here.
Oh, sweetheart, I'm a New Yorker.
Yeah.
I am a
Well, it's like
true New Yorker, so I know about the cold.
I was wearing last winter to the factory to work shorts on -9-degree days. So yeah,
Woo!
it I'm used to cold. I just don't want to be used to it.
Exactly. That's why I left New York and came to Vegas. Exactly. I know my
All right.
shop is
Well,
looking. Oh, I'm sorry,
I think
sweetheart. Go
I'm gonna
ahead.
go ahead and let you two go ahead and do your show. I'm pretty much done. I thought I needed to do a few more things, but I'm gonna save that for coloring.
All right. That's a lovely picture, sweetheart. Oh, I
It
love that.
is amazing.
I love that.
Yeah, me
Yeah, this is
too. I love that.
the character Isaac from Children of the Corn.
I thought he looked familiar.
Amazing.
I
Well
knew he looked. I was
done.
like, damn, he looked familiar.
Yep.
So you on your horror movie flick right now, huh?
Well, I try to keep most of the Inktober stuff horror related. I've done a few cute like cartoon stuff, but most of them have been horror related, just for it being October. And because in the past when I've done Inktober, I have taken whatever challenge the day was, the prompt, and
Right.
turned it into a comic book character. So for the past 3 years, I've just done comic book characters for Inktober,
You know what?
and
That is so smart. I love that.
and it gets challenging because if you get like a day like Stuck, how do you get a superhero with Stuck? So then you start looking into powers, and you're like, okay, what characters can stick? Which you could think, okay, Spider-Man, or you could think of a character that has maybe glue like powers, stuff like that. You start thinking outside of the box and how you get something stuck. Or then you could even go farther into the topic of the word and be like, okay, Bruce Banner is stuck with Hulk, the Hulk, because it's part of him. So you could say, well, the Hulk is stuck because of Bruce Banner. So it really depends on how you wanted to interpret the word, use it for your day, and go from there. So
I love it. I love the way you think, dude.
I mean, 'cause, like this
I
right here was
love
for
it.
Sprout. I mean, I went with this character here for Sprout because they're children of the corn, and they start out, corn starts out as a sprout.
And that's true. The children of the corn. Smart. I
So
like the
that's
way you
where that
think.
topic came from for this character. So
I love the way you think, dude. That's really cool.
you know,
Yeah, we
all
like
right.
the
Well,
way
I'm
you
gonna get
think.
out of here. Let you two go bigger screen, and we're gonna watch your amazingness.
Oh, well, thank
Listen,
you.
we
We
love to
appreciate
have
you.
you here. Continue. That's what I was saying. When you finish, if you are not done, you can continue on. I love the more artists. I am all about the more people on screen, the better it is in my view.
Yeah, we've gotten
'Cause
some six,
that is a
seven
way like getting
broadcast
people
people.
to see all the ways different artists interpret things and how we go about. So it's I think I love it when I see more artists on screen. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but
No,
yeah, I
I do
kind of,
too. I
yeah.
just know I've also got ribs in the oven I got to check on.
Oh
So
my
Oh,
God,
we
yes,
got
you're
ribs.
making
No,
me
go for the
hungry,
ribs,
man.
dude.
yeah, I know.
Go get
Every
your
time you
ribs,
say
dude.
ribs, I'm like, yes, I want ribs.
Yeah, it's time to go. I'll be headed off here too. Be like, this smells good. I'm gonna let y'all do your thing too. Well, you go and enjoy your ribs, sweetheart. I hope you have fun.
Thank
and
you, and we'll
enjoy it.
have to broadcast again soon.
Definitely,
Yes,
Together.
definitely. Join us sometime. Me and Tanya are every Monday and Wednesday.
I
Yes,
have
we'll
some
come
free
on.
time available. I just might. Or I will. I shouldn't say might. I will.
There you go.
Yeah, and I
love
like
that.
to come on yours sometimes if you wish.
All right. You're welcome
Yeah.
anytime. Just let me know.
All
Okay,
right, sounds like a
well, as
plan.
long as it's not like because it's the timing that is killing me with America,
Right.
because I would like to join all of your broadcasts, to be honest. But it's always so late. I'm asleep when you guys
Yep.
stream. So, but
Well, you have a good one now,
great
sweetie.
work, and thank you for sharing your talents with us.
Thank you.
Beautiful work. Thank you.
All right,
Okay.
baby.
Tanya, so I am putting some watercolors here, and I'm gonna put a little
Nice.
bit of
Okay,
kind
I
of
got your whale. I hope you're liking your whale. I had a different whale, guys. Let me show you the whale I had. I kind of fell in love with this whale because it kind of went with Bobby's background a little better. But I had this whale right here. Let's flip it around. I had this crazy looking whale. He was gonna have these long octopus arms, and I had the little can wrapped around his little fin, and he was crying. So if I wasn't really feeling it. So I kind of like flipped the script, and here he is. Yes, he is dope. I knew it was gonna come to me, guys. That's why I love it when they finally get to me. I have to draw a couple of things to figure it out, but I figured it out.
yeah.
That's right, baby. What's up, Debbie? What's going on? I got a whale of a sail.
A
Whale.
whale of a
You're
time,
gonna
a
definitely get
whale
this
of a
because
time. That's
in,
what it is.
in the
A whale of a
NFT
time.
world, right? When you have a lot of NFTs and a lot of money, they call you a whale. So ain't this dope? I'm a whale of a sail. This
And
whale
she
is for
says
saving the.
everything with a sing along, with a sing song.
That's right. This whale right here, you're gonna be seeing him all over the place because this whale's gonna be spraying save the sea, save the ocean, guys, because we are doing some cool stuff to this ocean, man. We ain't gonna be able to walk it, swim in it or anything. We ain't gonna have no fishes, no nothing. It's like we are really damaging our seas. We really are. But besides the air and everything else we're planning that we damaging. So I like to look forward and look on the positive side. Since we know about it, let's do something about it and be more happy about it. So that's why I threw the little love, the little heart in his eye. Even though he's a little bit aggravated swimming through all this, he still got love for everybody. You know what I'm saying? We still got to have love for everybody. So
Yeah, you
that's
put
how we
your
do
own
this.
spin in there, don't you?
That's fine.
I love it.
I got a little oil. Like this is right here. I'm gonna put a little oil spill on him. You know, we got a little dip his little oil spill right there. Then when he was running through the sea, he got a little bandana for whatever body he picked it up from. And then I'm gonna have a little sludge right here. And I think on his fin, I'm gonna have a T-shirt hanging off of him, just to
Nice.
say this.
Sounds
That's gonna put
fantastic.
yeah, that's gonna put his T-shirt at. That's gonna say save the ocean. You know, save the ocean T-shirts. We're gonna have one on his arm right there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Sounds good. Sounds good. Well,
Yeah.
I'm kind of doing a little bit of kind of sunsetty colors and what have you, just mixing a little bit here and there, some darker here. And I'm gonna go with a bit of colors here for the water.
Let me waste all this. This is looking good. I'm excited about this, Bobby.
Me too. Me too. I'm excited
Because if the
too.
push come to shove, if I do this correctly, guys, I'm gonna try to animate my boy right here. Maybe his eye probably lights up in the NFT that we're making, or we have the ocean moving because Bobby's ocean right now is looking amazing, guys. Can you see us two together? This is such a great collab. I'm so excited, guys. I'm really so excited.
I know, right?
So
I'm
once
gonna
we get
kind of
everything done, and we're going live with this, guys, so we're gonna show you every part of how we transform this into an NFT. So this is the first steps. We're going to draw it out, and then I'm going to digitalize it, and then we're gonna show you the structure how we do it. And this is gonna
So
we're gonna give percentage of this is gonna go to where, Bobby? Are we sending the money to?
yes, I'm keeping this like watercolor at the bottom, right? And then I'm gonna get for this like the polluted area, I'm going to make it more graphic, so a bit softer here, so when the whale, Tanya's whale, jumps up, it's kind of soft and you can see the whale. But down here I'm going to go a bit more graphic when it comes to you know, the pollution, you know, the plastic. And yes, I'm going to go darker as I'm going inside, but the water is going to be like soft and like colors in the ocean. And then you're going to see this a bit more graphic down. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking, soft and hard, kind of. Yeah, in the art, in the art.
I wasn't going to say anything at all.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
going to
I
let
am.
that
No,
go
I
by.
am. I am.
I
I'm
was going to let that
clarifying.
go
I'm
by.
clarifying. Yes.
Bobby told me to be
Yeah.
good. I can tell
Yeah.
Bobby to be good, huh?
Question. Have you guys been doing anything? Well, non-artist, for Inktober, say. Any of you have been doing anything at all? That's the question. Um, because I want to see who has gotten active for Inktober. I know some of you have, but if any of you that is not artist, right? That's what I'm interested in. Normal folks that have been drawing, um,
Cool.
have done anything, please DM it to me. DM me a drawing or a photo, and on Instagram or what have you. And I'd love to showcase your Inktober drawings in my channel. It would be awesome. Who knows? Maybe we show here. Oh, hello, hello. Happs OG artist Bobby Becker never ceases to amaze. Hello, Rev McGuinness. How are you? And thank you so much for the Owen's birthday wishes. So it's my son's 15th birthday today. He is a big boy. And I gotten so many lovely messages from peeps on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. You know, I blinked and my son all of a sudden is 15, taller than me. I have to tell him to bend down so I can plant a kiss on his cheek. But yeah, pretty much time flies so quick. He is polite and nice. And yeah, I am just a proud mummy. So yeah, when I started this broadcast, you guys could see me texting. I was texting Rev. That's what it was. Me texting Rev saying thank you for the lovely wishes. Yeah, so make
Okay.
sure you you send them pictures, guys. If you've done anything for Inktober, make sure you text me. Send those images on Instagram or whatever, Twitter. Just text me some images and then I'll showcase your work. And don't feel like, if you don't want your name mentioned, you just say no name mention. I can just share the artwork and I say some of the artwork from peeps from Happs, because it's nice, you know, to share the work, what you've been doing. I'd like to see, I mean, anyway. Okay, let's
Okay,
see.
we got the eyeball done. And on that note, if anybody would like to check out my NFTs on openseas.io, you go on there. You can also go through my Instagram to my bio, and it has all my links in there. It's called Watch Your Words. I am a big, strong person, believer on what you say, about
Mm-hmm.
what you say and how you put your words is a lot about your, uh, what you put into your universe. You know, so I'm a big particular person on that. It took me a long time to realize, your thoughts turns into things, and
Mm,
your thoughts also lead with your words. So you know what I'm saying? Words lead into thoughts. So it's just always to remain positive. So that's
yeah.
why I created Watch Your Words. I'm always with my artwork. I always have some type of happiness, and always want people to remind people of that. So yeah, if you want to get into NFTs, it's probably the best place to start. You know, it's reasonable and it's a collectible. and it got a little value now, and I'm really proud of it. So check it out. I have Vibe and Love is the two I have up right now, and Vibe is the main character. Um, she just vibes out, giving you good vibes and different backgrounds of what I've drawn and everything. But it's a great little thing, and I'll talk more about it. I don't want to talk too much about it. Come to my channel and I'll talk more about it. I don't want to take it over. But the reason I'm bringing that up is because we are creating right now these two particular collabs that me and Bobby is doing is going to become a piece of NFT art. We are going to definitely probably animate this, have an animation one, and have a still flat drawing, and we're going to be selling this on OpenSeas really soon. So check it out. Watch us create this. And Bobby, if we don't finish today, with everything, we probably finish the inking today, but we could go on either Monday or Wednesdays when we have
Yeah,
to go
definitely,
and
definitely.
finish
Yeah,
this up
I'm
and
gonna
show you.
try my best, but then again, I do not want particularly to rush, because
Yeah,
if
we're
we're
not
gonna
watching this.
create it,
We're not
yeah, I
rushing
want
this
to
because
create it and I want to do it good. I
yeah,
don't
so
want
we're
to
not gonna
rush
rush
it.
this, but I definitely want to show you what we're doing because that's what I'm inking these in. But I don't want to rush it. And the inking right now, I'm not. He's gonna be colored. I'm not gonna color him. I'm gonna color him when I get on to my Procreate, and I'm gonna recolor him on Procreate or Illustrator. I don't know yet, guys. I haven't figured out which one I'm gonna Procreate, but I definitely wanted to draw him out. Me as a designer and illustrator, I draw everything out on paper first, and then I
Yeah,
transfer it to digital. I to me, I think the authenticity of my artwork comes from when I draw it on paper, then drawing into computer. I know everybody else do that. The younger generation does that right straight through, and they do marvelous work. But I'm still old school. I still go with paper and
yeah,
pen.
indeed. Yeah, I do too. I mean, you have to
I
draw
have to
stuff,
feel
don't
that
you?
paper. That paper, this paper right here is. I have to feel that. I don't want to feel it on a tablet. It's cool, but I still like the good old ink and pen, guys. I'm still old school with that, and I don't think I could ever give it. I tried. But every time I draw straight to the tablet, it doesn't feel. It doesn't give me the curves and things I'm looking for, so I just go back to paper and transfer it over. So
Yeah,
I stopped
nothing
trying.
beats like your drawings, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was like, I stopped trying
Although
just to
saying
be.
that, people that use Procreate, some people are so good.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like
they are
double
amazing.
take,
Woo, they
double
are.
take. I'm like, whoa,
Yeah,
whoa.
no, they are
It
amazing artists.
inspires me and I want to do it. I mean, I have Procreate on the phone, even though I don't use it as much, but I am also scared to use Procreate because I feel like it's going to take me away from the art,
That part
right?
I'm never scared of. It would never, no program out here could ever take me from drawing on paper.
I
That's
don't
just
know.
just
I'm always kind of scared. I'm
that
like, oh
could
my
never
God.
happen to me. That part I'm not worried about. It's just me just learning a whole new process of my little lazy butt. That's the only thing with
Yeah.
me. But I wouldn't. Nothing could ever take me. No mechanical instrument out here could take me away from drawing on paper. It's never going to be the same. I'm sorry. That's my personal effect for being an artist.
Yeah.
But I just love paper. Now I admit Procreate and on my iPad is really great because you don't have to take a bunch of, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to take, when you want to go outside and paint, you just take your pad and just go. You want to take your pencils, your paper,
Yeah.
your inks, your pens.
Yeah, I
So
don't
that's
know.
the
I'm
only
like
great part
always
about
kind
it.
of been scared a little bit. I'm like, oh, if I
Nah, there's nothing to be
start, I
scared
might
of.
love it so much because I love it when I
Oh yeah,
see
you're
other
gonna love it. Oh,
people.
you're gonna love it. Oh, Procreate. Oh
Yeah,
my
when
god,
I see other people that do all this
you're
amazing
gonna love it.
creation, I'm
It's
like, oh
hard to
my
put
God.
down, guys. It is hard
And
to
I'm
put down.
sure that if I get into it, I'll get stuck and I'm gonna kind of get lazy and not gonna be able to use my regular, paints
Nah,
and
it's never gonna happen. You might take some time and don't use it for a month or two, but you always gonna go back to your paper. It's just certain
yeah.
effects, you will always want. So I can't see that happening to you, Bobby. You too creative for I can
Mm.
see you happening. Now I could definitely see you fall in love with it. Yeah. Yeah, like me. You will fall in love with it, but you will always go back to
Yeah.
you always go back to it. I can't see you not. You do too much. Especially me and you. We do clothing. we paint on clothing inside. We do wearable art, so that's why I say I can't see her really just like all stopping. Nah, that's what your
Mm.
mouth say, but that's not what your heart want to do.
I don't know.
That's what her mouth say, guys, but that's not what her heart wants. Definitely not going to do. Okay, guys. So what I'm doing here, I'm drawing a spray can in his hand because I just gotta put the spray can everywhere I draw. So he was in the ocean. He grabbed onto a spray can. So we're gonna have this little movement in the spray can. I don't want it a little curvy here. He gonna grab onto the spray can. Yeah, he grabbed onto a little spray can here. We're gonna have a little fun with this. We're gonna make
Well,
it.
I am kind of putting a bit darker colors here on the,
In
so
fact, we're gonna
it
raise this whole can here. I'm
it's
gonna make it look.
visible. Can you guys see the bottle in here?
The bottle? The bottle?
The bottle.
The bottle. Oh yeah, I love it.
The
You need
bottle.
you need an old English for Americans to know what that is. An old English bottle. You gotta Americanize it. No, I got you. I got the can in here, so I'll put the can for Americanizing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the bottles like different colors. I'm gonna make them like different colors.
Okay,
I don't
so
know,
what I'm gonna
to
do
make
after
them
this.
stand out. Like,
So what I'm adding on here is I'm going to add a can.
by the way, we have to keep a track of the timing as well.
Oh yeah, what time is it? We got
I don't
6
know.
minutes, 7 minutes.
Okay,
This ends
because
at
you see,
5 o'clock,
we
right?
don't want to take from other artists' time.
Oh no, yes, right, guys. We're gonna end this because we.
Although this time we've been talking and painting, right? Last time it was more like, yeah,
Bobby talking.
talking. No, but we explaining and we
I
talking
know, Bobby. You know I gotta mess with
about
you, girl.
raising awareness. We were raising awareness. Come on.
You know I gotta mess with Bobby, guys. You know I like messing with my girl. But
I
I
know
didn't
you're
know the
like
show was
messing.
on the. Bobby didn't tell me till we on the actual program. Talk about time. You know, there's only for half an hour. No, I didn't know it was only for half an hour. Oh, that was just too cute.
Yeah, it's like you have to keep track.
Okay,
Okay.
guys. So I got my little can here. So he's looking really cute. So we got a little can. He's gonna be. Let's raise this inside here because he's gonna be holding the can. So I'm gonna raise that right in there. There we go. We got our little can. He's hugging his little can. Let's get these. I'm loving Bobby. I'm in love with these Japanese pens right here. These things is remarkably
I'm glad you like them.
fantastic.
I told you they're good.
Yes, they are. These pens are remarkable, guys. I love these pens. Their name is what is it called again?
Kuritake.
Cut a
I
turkey.
love it that you don't even know the name.
Yeah, because it's called. I can't pronounce. I call it cut a turkey.
Well, that's it. Just call it
I
turkey.
call it cut a turkey. It's not cut a turkey. It's called. I want to pronounce it correctly. It's called. Oh
Kurateki.
gosh.
Kurateki. Just
It's a,
say turkey.
it's a
And you'll
curate,
remind,
but it's
yeah,
turkey.
call a turkey.
No, it's curate, right? Curate.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you look at it, it looked like curate or whatever.
I love it. Okay.
You know,
So
Bobby got me
red.
going here. Oh, Bobby, I'm loving this.
What you loving?
I'm loving my whale.
I love your whale too.
I'm loving.
And guess what? I'm loving my background of
I
where
know
the
this is gonna look so cool, guys. How this gonna look together? I think it's gonna really look cool together. Dope collab. I'm loving these collab.
Me too. I'm loving this collab. I love it how good we are together. Hey, we just complimenting each other, but let's see what people watching say. we just complimenting each other. I'm loving this, I'm loving that. And then people saying, what? These girls loving each other too much. They're not waiting
That's
for
okay.
us to love them. Oh dear. Okay, this is going to be white. I'm just trying to think. So this is going to be white. As soon as this dries, I'm gonna have to add some more detail and what have you guys. So let me get back to this. This is with, I have to do layers, right? And now let's go Bob Ross in here. Happy little trees right in here. Right?
Always gotta have the little Bob Ross effect in everything we do, guys. Keeping it a little up to my boy Bob.
Yes, some happy little trees and a happy little island here with the happy little people living in it.
Okay, guys. So I think that she got the little can. We're gonna put his little hand a little thicker. Love his hand.
Now, do I want to put a little bit of brown? Maybe some happy little trees right in here,
Yeah.
and maybe some bushes and some in the background.
Some in the background. Okay, what are we looking at? We got 3 minutes, Bobby.
Yes.
I
Okay.
think we did good today. Even this
I
is part
think we
two.
did indeed.
Even
I'm
though
just
this is
putting,
part two.
yeah, we will continue this like in, I mean, I don't know what
Oh my
tomorrow I
goodness,
have
it's fantastic, guys. I mean,
I'm
like that.
going in Soho. I am fully booked for Halloween, and I have a meeting in Soho, so I'll be painting a lot of Japanese actors this Halloween. We have like about 15, I think, actors and performance. So
Uh-huh.
how funny, I'm doing oh, can I bring it closer? I'm doing Japanese art, and then I'm doing Japanese actors for Halloween. And yeah, I am fully booked. So pretty
That's
much
amazing.
mine is the background. So now think that her whale is going to come here in this background. Can you all? Yeah, definitely.
What
We're
happened?
not going nowhere. Even if you, I mean, you have to really throw us out. We ain't going nowhere.
What happened? Can you stay on to the next
Oh,
one?
don't read it out
I'm
loud.
sorry. I'm sorry.
That's supposed to be like a private message. I do that as well. Sorry, guys. It's like she reading, right? The private messages. And I do the same thing every
Sorry
time.
about that.
I bet Pablo and Peter are all like annoyed that we keep reading.
Sorry, guys. I'm new. Look, I'm new to the main Happs channel, so I'm learning, guys. I'm learning.
Yeah, I love
Work
it. I
with
love
it.
it. Who is the
Okay,
next
look at he
person?
looking
I
so
wonder.
cute. How you like him? How you like him? How you like him? He cute. I like him.
I love it that
I
you like it.
I
I am
love
just
him.
going with the second layer. I'm gonna do some yellow here, and
Make
yeah.
it
So I
little,
let it dry because I don't have my um like hair dryer. I usually put the hair dryer, take the hair
You
dryer,
don't have your hair
and
dryer with you today?
I
Oh.
usually take the hair dryer because I dry, the layers, but today I didn't. So that's why I'm kind of working with layers. So I'm sorry if I'm not, finishing it right here, right now, but I am going to take my time because if we're doing something awesome, it takes time, awesome stuff take time. That's how it is. And all the white detail, it's going to be hold on. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's not talk.
Okay. We good.
Okay. We
Well,
got the next.
fantastic.
I can't even see who the next
Well, next up we have Gerald Benton Art. He is joining now. He's on screen. Can you hear us?
Yeah, yes, I can hear you. Hello.
There we go. Great. So we're going to go ahead and
Hello.
transition over from Bobby and Tanya. And yeah, here we go.
Thank you so much for
Thank you,
having us.
guys.
And hi.
Hi.
How are you, Gerald?
I'm doing fine, thank you. How are you two? I was just enjoying you two chatting and drawing.
Thank
Oh, well,
you. Now
thank
we'll
you.
get off, and
Yep, and
I
let you
thank
do your thing.
everybody for joining us tonight. Please stay put. I'll continue painting while Gerald is on, and but I'll watch. So thank you guys, and have an amazing night. Bye bye, and we'll see you around.
All right, guys. I appreciate everybody and definitely check us out.
Okay. Hello. All right. So good evening, everybody. My name is Gerald Benton Art, or Gerald Benton Art. I'm mainly a comics artist and illustrator. And today for Inktober, I'm gonna do the prompt for October. I'm gonna do Sprout. So I'm gonna draw. So I'm gonna draw RG2 from Little Shop of Horrors, which was a horror movie slash musical about a man eating plant. That's kind of where Sprout comes from. So I just kind of started up with a little loose sketch. It almost looks like the plant from Jimmy Neutron. Hmm. Could be, it could be. That could. I haven't seen Jimmy. That could be a reference to. That could be a reference to the movie. I have to check out Jimmy Neutron. But let's get started. So I kind of chose. Reason I kind of chose. Okay. So does the plant. And so does the plant on Jimmy Neutron talk or sing? Mm, yeah. They take pictures of Cindy, who was mean to Jimmy. Yeah, that sounds like Audrey too. Ah, thank you. But if you haven't seen the movie, if you haven't seen the movie, it's a fun movie worth checking out. Hey, Jeremy. How you doing? All right, sweet. All right. Just talking about little shop of horrors a little bit a moment ago, and the one with Rick Moranis. Hello, Demi, and C.S. Murphy. But I haven't done. This is probably like the first Inktober I've done a few years, or drawing challenge I've done a few years in a while. That's a few years ago. I think it's because started doing them maybe about 8 or so years back, and I think about a couple years ago I kind of just got burnt out doing them. So now I'm kind of back, and I'm just kind of enjoying and kind of back enjoying just kind of drawing again. Just kind of drawing this kind of drawing again, just kind of doing this challenge and just trying to find creative ways to just kind of define to draw something different every day. And I kind of want to challenge myself again by going back to brush, to using a brush again, as I haven't used that in a while. And I kind of switched over to using these little using these pins. Hey, dude. And yeah, used to, yeah, kind of used to do them. I didn't wasn't exactly Inktober. It was kind of a different challenge, different excuse me, a different drawing challenge. It used to be called Monster Month, but it's basically the same premise as Inktober. I did that for maybe 6 years. it was just kind of fun to do because I didn't. Thank you, Desiree. Oh yeah, and pancakes and booze. Did you did you did you ever go to a pancakes and booze too? You did. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was just trying to remember. It's been with Iris. Okay. Hey, Chris. And thank you. And the for those of you who might be curious, the pancakes and booze is kind of a traveling art show. Basically, it's kind of a traveling art show that comes around my neck of the woods, like about once or twice a year, and we basically just it's basically local artists kind of putting putting up their work while we while patrons can eat pancakes and drink. It's pretty fun. Yep. Art Love Magic crew. Yeah, but I think the first time I did one of these drawing challenges, I was trying to do. I got over ambitious and tried to do it and try to do them all in color using watercolor and gouache. And I got about 18 days in before I tapped out. Yeah, yes, it is. Baby, baby R2, Audrey 2, Audrey 2, mixing up my pop culture references. I've gotten old. So, but it was a fun, but going back on, and so, even though I didn't I finished, finished the whole 30 days that first time around, that first year, it was really, it was a really, I really dug the challenge of it. And when I, decided to do it again next year, not in color though, and, managed to get through the 30 days. And, and for the third time, I actually did it online, kind of shared it online through Facebook, I think. And then the next year, I kind of started a little group, and we all started. doing it together for the next few years. And it is. Thank you, Des. And pretty much probably my favorite part was just kind of seeing, just kind of meeting meeting new artists, and it's and getting this, and getting to see their work, and also the artwork of other artists I've known, and just kind of getting to see their work again. I think I think one of the things Inktober taught me was also just kind of was planning ahead and knowing and working fast. Good. Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Most stay ready, most definitely, because I never knew. Because you never know when you maybe have an hour tops to work on something, to work on your drawing for that day. You know, so I also had to learn that sometimes you kind of have to maybe let that drawing let it go, because it's sometimes it doesn't work out, and start over. And sometimes that new drawing is ends up being much better. 18 minutes in, okay. Thank you for reminding me. Yes. Today's theme is sprout. Thank you. Thank you, do. It's, adding a little bit of potting soil. Thank you again, dude. Feed me. Yeah. Yeah. Little 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 tidbit little tidbit about the about Audrey too. The voice, the voice and singing voice for the plant was the lead singer to the Four Tops, and also, if for those of us Gen Xers that remember Captain N, the Game Master, he was also the voice of Mother Brain. Thank you guys. That looks like I'm about out of time. Try, it's a good. Trust me, Des. It's a good. You'll love it. It's kind of all things 80s wrapped in the 50s. But looks like I'm out of time. So thank you guys again for hanging out with me, and let me draw this Inktober. And all right. All right, looks like I froze up. So thank yeah, looks like I froze up. So you guys hope the rest of you guys have a good night, and I hope to see you guys soon.
Awesome. Thank you, Gerald. And next up, we have C.S. Murphy joining us for to close out the end of the art marathon.
Awesome. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep, we can hear you loud and clear. CS, can you hear me?
Well, happy Inktober, everybody. What's going on? Anthony, really great job, man. That was a great rendering of the man-eating plant from Little Shop of Horrors. Well done, sir. I actually figured out something really neat, which was a setting on my GoPro, which kind of brought up the line art a little bit, this little sketch. So hopefully you guys can see that. Let me know. The Audrey, that was her name or his name or whatever. Oh my God, what a weird movie though, huh? Anyways, I've got a theme going on right now. Sprout, I guess, is the Inktober theme. I'm a little behind because I've been doing an install over the past few days, so that rendered me extremely exhausted. But I did have some time today to sketch this little Sprout character with a bunch of eyeballs and all that fun stuff. So let's just jump into it. I'll throw some ink down, but before I do, I'm going to erase back some of the pencil because I'm going to go just full on marker and avoid the line art, like the black lines. And it's kind of I like it because it's a painterly kind of approach. Instead of using the boundary of, say, like a black line, you're using the boundaries of color, and it just has a different type of like a quality to it that I like. We're not drawn with lines around ourselves, so trying to make art like this is extremely difficult. So I figured I would just jump in and just practice this method. So yeah, let's just see what happens. I'm just going to firstly just color in all the eyes. I figured that would be a good start. So I'm just going to color all of these with like a yellow color. We're going to do some blending and stuff like that. Just a couple of tips that I've taken on with ink drawing, and try not to admit any mistakes. It's so easy to just blurt them out as you make them, but I'm going to do my best in refraining from doing that. So yeah, I'm going to start off with the yellow, and the light's coming from the top. So we're going to create a different kind of color to join the yellow. We're going to use like maybe like an orange or something, just to kind of two-tone it. Something like that. So one of my tips is turn the pad. Turn the sketch pad. If you're having difficulty getting a certain line or a certain quality of weight in the way you color or do line art, flip that sucker around. It's okay. Also, what I'm doing is I'm erasing back a lot of the pencil, because this pencil will end up showing up in the final rendering if you trap it in there with marker. So I leave just a faint line in there. But for the most part, I like to erase most of it, if not all of it, back a little bit, just so I get that color. Because otherwise, you're literally trapping the pencil inside of the sketchbook, and I don't want that. I just want the color. And plus, it's a fun exercise, because if you erase it past the point where you can't see it, then it kind of challenges you into thinking, well, what the heck did I draw there before? What was that shape there before? And also, a lot of artists are really married to their line sketches. I love pencil drawings, and I share that anxiety with the rest of you in regards to just going, all right, here we go. And then you make that mark and you're like, well, it's not a pencil sketch anymore, is it? And run the risk of ruining it. So what I tend to do now, and this might be a good tip for you guys, is to kind of just get a faint idea, because so many people that draw end up marrying the pencil sketch that they end up making, and they're like, all right, I'm good, I kind of don't want to color this. And again, I feel you on that. I don't want to either. And I've figured out my own personal solution, and it might help you, and that is to just draw, like, go halfway with it instead of going the full sketch render, if you will. Dial it back a bit and do half of what you would do, and do the rest of it with the marker and the pen, right? Because what ends up happening is that you put it into that completed inked, because that's the MO, right? You're not drawing a pencil drawing, otherwise you would just be happy with it and move on. But if you're doing this with the notion of actually coloring over it, I would say go halfway and go the full length of that distance by, introducing color earlier than you would have. That helps me kind of reduce the anxiety, at least, of like going, all right, I'm sure you all feel me on that. I think I even heard Joseph talk about that. It's very, very anxiety ridden. Okay, so let's just keep this going. I have this nice purple. Only go halfway in. Got it. Yeah. Because the only reason why you're doing a sketch is so you know this line goes this way. But if you don't put too much into it, that information is still there. You can take it the full way by just bringing color in. And also, I'm going to do what I can within a half an hour time period, because it takes me about 2 hours to do something like this, in all honesty. But that's okay. I enjoy and appreciate the time that I have allotted to do this. So thank you again, Happs, for highlighting the artists in this. It's very cool of you. It's Happs After Dark already. Reading the comments. So I have a little leaf right here, so I'm just making a little bit of a, I don't know if you guys can see this little half circle there around the leaf stem. And we're just going in here. I'm only going to go maybe halfway. I might make this a tritone, I think. So go in here about maybe, I don't know, maybe like right here. Just make a little bit of a line just to kind of give me an indication as to when to stop, because I won't if I don't do that. Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right, so dots. I'm a big fan of dots. When in doubt, dots. That's what I say. It's my little little mantra that I give myself when I'm feeling that I don't have enough texture in my art. A little lime green. Dots are the way, indeed. Probably gonna go probably up to like maybe here with that. So I'm just gonna dial this back some. Holy minutes, I said holy minutes. I was gonna say, holy moly, we're 10 minutes in already. Apparently, as I get older, I get more verbally dyslexic, which is fun because that's a way you can invent words, I guess. So again, just going up to like maybe this middle part right here, try to make like a tritone, make it interesting using complementary and analogous colors here. And again, flipping the pad around to get these certain angles. Go. Just a little bit. Like this. Time goes by for yeah, it is an anomaly, isn't it? What is up with that? So I don't know if you guys see like a difference in the video quality, but I did figure out a really cool feature or option on my GoPro that allows me to actually see the pencil stuff now, which is exciting. So I'm hoping you can see everything. Yes. I wonder if Peter's middle name is Kronos. If that's the case, we have a problem. No time manipulators up in here. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. I'm sorry. All right, so we're just going to keep going. I'm going to go back into the eyeballs because I love, if I could get one thing done today, it would be all of these eyeballs with their yummy specular highlights and everything. So let's see what we can do here. If there's light's coming from up here, we're going to put the orange down here. This will be the shadow of each eyeball. So I'll apply this to each one of these that I'm actually going to cast this, just give this a little bit of a light this way. just because of the angle of this character. Same thing over here. And then do the same thing down here. Just dip this down. EVA, what's that? So again, light's coming from up here. So as I'm coloring, I'm not just arbitrarily placing orange where this yellow is. I'm thinking, where are the shadows coming from? Or where are they being placed? Due to the light source, rather, is the better way to word that. Another tip I would say, if you're going to be using any type of marker or color for shadows, I would use blue. All too often we look at shadows and we think, oh, those are dark, so we go for black, and black is not correct. I mean, it depends on what type of rendering you're trying to do. But in a real world situation, the shadows are blue because our sky is blue. And when you see reflective light and all this other yummy stuff that happens with light and shadow, there's all these really, really fun things that that are observed. Sorry, I'm coloring. So as you know, some of you that follow me, I can either color or I can talk. I cannot do both at the same time. So please pardon the brain farts. But basically all I wanted to say was use a blue color, a light blue color, to place your shadows. That way it's a little bit more forgiving if you make a mistake and you want to go to black, you know, if that makes sense. I'm creating cast shadows underneath each eye right here, because if the light's coming from up here, there's a cast shadow because there's a bulbous shape coming out here. So I want to put little drop shadows there. And yes, please don't forget to hold your breath. No, don't hold your breath. I have this issue where when I'm doing extreme detail stuff or just concentrating, more like it, I tend to hold my breath. And it's, I guess, amusing to those that like watching me draw and also at the same time becoming 2 inches closer to death. I'm just kidding. Okay, anyways. Keeping it going. I'm going to bring this yellow back only because I want to get rid of this harsh line that's happening between the yellow and the orange. And the best way to do that is to just introduce the yellow, but also rub the yellow into the orange, because that'll get rid of that line. And also, if the line is going this way, you don't want to color this way, because what you're doing, if I were to color this with yellow, I'd be reinforcing that yellow line by going this way. So what you want to do is go perpendicular of the harsh transients you see here between the yellow and the orange. So going perpendicularly will actually soften that edge up, right? And it'll also introduce some yellow into the orange, which will also help smooth that transition out a little bit. And we're going to keep that yellow up there because every time we add a layer of marker, we're darkening things in. And I want to keep this top part bright because there's a lighting condition I'm thinking about the entire time I'm coloring this. Okay, so right now it's Operation Transient Kill, if you will, with this color arrangement between the yellow and the orange. And you can also do circles. Circles are fun. Let's do some. Let's do some circles here. There you go. That's how you do it. Everyone also, please follow Badges and all the amazing artists that were on this Inktober marathon today, because everybody has a little bit of art knowledge that they can share to the to the people that are watching that enjoy art or that want to get better at art. Really fun stuff. It has, hasn't it? Pretty fun. So hopefully you can see that there's like a condition happening here. I'm darkening things in. We've killed the line between the orange, right? And now we can go back with just a little bit more orange at the bottom here. And I like flicking it up a little bit. And when you flick the marker up, two things happen. You get a dark end and you get a light end at the same time. So if you did this, for example, and just went, boop, you see how it's like super saturated right here, but then as you're letting up, it gets lighter. I use that to make this part a little bit more orange, but also not create that transient that we had at the beginning here. So flick it up like that. Just a little bit of flicking. Just like that. So we're bringing that orange in because we didn't want it to get completely washed away with that yellow, because, you know, when you're working with alcohol markers, man, you can really wish-wash a bunch of colors together and not know where one starts and the other one ends. So it's important to know like how you're applying things and making sure that you stay continuous with that, you know. That's flicking cool, man. Right on. Now, there's also something from the light. When the light hits the ground, believe it or not, that's not just it. You don't just get shadows and you call it a day, right? Light comes down and it reflects off of whatever surface that it could be grass, it could be something reflective. But there's going to be these tiny little lines that appear that are reflections of ground surfaces. Now, depending on what type of material you're trying to render, in this case, eyeballs, you could render it in a number of ways. Right now, we don't have time to go into a whole thesis into light bouncing and, you know, ambient occlusion and all these crazy other things that will help you render light better. But we're just going to use white for now. But just know that when light hits the ground, doesn't matter what surface, it bounces back up into the surface that it's lighting. So what I like to do is give, especially eyeballs in this instance, just a tiny little specular highlight at the bottom. Now, I don't want this ultra white. And the reason for that is because reflective light is lower in value than the true reflection, or the specular highlight, rather. I'm sorry. That's what I wanted to say. So what I do is I kind of bring in all of these areas here that have this light bounce and reflective light, and I give that a treatment on everything, you know, not on these things, maybe just a little bit, because there is a shadow being casted down here because the light is not being affected by everything underneath here. Everything that's cast into shadow is being treated with reflected light, if that makes any sense. I hope it's making sense. Oh, wow, we have 9 minutes left. Holy moly. Let's just, I'm not going to speed this up because I'm going to do my Inktober as well and possibly finish this one later. I also did another one that I didn't feel like doing, which was this guy. And I was like, oh, he's kind of cool, but I know he was like way too busy to finish within a half an hour period. So I scaled this little sprout dude down and went for a more simpler character like this. Anyways, 30 minutes is rough. Well, you know what? I'll share this with you in closing with this third part here. I competed downtown Los Angeles 5 times at a place called Exchange LA, which is on Spring Street. And it's called Art Battle Los Angeles. And the idea behind Art Battle is you go to this venue, there's about 500 people that show up, there's a live DJ, and there are 8 canvases all facing each other in the middle of this dance floor because it's a nightclub that's 2 floors. So there's 16 artists and there's 2 rounds each with 8 artists each. And you paint for 20 minutes on an 18 by 24 canvas to make the best thing that you could possibly ever make within a 20-minute period in front of 300 to 500 people. So they pick 2 winners out of round 1 and round 2 to have a round 3, which is on a 24 by 48 inch canvas with the 4 winners from the first and second rounds. And then you have 30 minutes to create something spectacular on a 24 by 30 or 24 by 48 inch canvas. So I'm used to time restraints because I had to like practice what I was going to do for a couple of weeks before doing that. But yeah, when you introduce time to art, it gets a little rough. That's for sure. So yeah, I never won any of them. I never advanced around, but I competed 5 times, which is hard to do because there's a lot of people that enter those things, and I felt blessed to be considered those 5 times. There was a wild card round that happened, so I wasn't necessarily like going to be competing in one of them because I was randomly picked, if you will. Anyways, back to what I'm doing. What I like doing as far as the real specular highlight at the top is using these gel pens, but then going in the direction of the lens or whatever you're drawing, and then just smearing it. So making a nice specular highlight, smearing it in the direction of these eyes here. Special effects are encouraged for maximum specular quality. And then after I do the little swipe right there, I'll go back in there and just really drive the point home with these super, super bright highlights right here. And that, whoop, I forgot this guy right there. Put that there. So again, the first one is like draw a big highlight, smear it in the direction and the contour of the shape. That's very important. Otherwise, it's going to come out like crap. And then redeliver that specular highlight with just a little bit of a dot. You see how that works? You're all going to be quizzed at the end of this, by the way. I'm just kidding. But we got 4 minutes to go. I guess I'm just going to kind of, let's see, looks 3D. Thanks, man. Kind of just go back in here. You can go a little bit darker. What I would do is use like, let me see if I can find it really quick. Okay, I can't find it. It's it. So we could go with an actual real orange because I was using a yellow orange. This one is darker. And then what you can end up doing, again, with what we were doing with the yellow and the yellow orange, is to just go back in here with the yellow orange, not with the orange, and mix those together. And you'll create a 3-color gradient with what we basically discussed right here. But I really wanted to get into just a couple of tips that would help you guys, especially with the marker stuff. I literally just got back into this, which is super exciting. It's kind of invigorating my art in new ways. I'm really excited about it. Yeah. Let's see, what do we got here? We got 3 minutes. Let's blast out this leaf really quick with this leaf green. Why not? Also use the side of the marker. Like if you really want to control the surface or the fill of that surface, you could use the side of it. So I have this big triangle right here to kind of fill in Start at the tip right here and then really just kind of push in a little bit. Flip the pad around to get those optimal angles. That's always important. And another thing about, in closing, once this marker dries, you can go back in there where you think that there are shadows and actually apply a secondary layer on top of this. Because I want to put the way the shadow or the way the leaf is shaped right here, there's going to be a drop shadow right about here. And I can't apply that until that dries. Otherwise, it's just going to blend in with the first application here. But all in all, that's pretty much how you do it, you guys. It's just patience. And, sometimes I'll go in there, like I said, with a line like I did here, and draw, the line art in there, really get like an idea of the boundary, But then there are instances where you want the color to be kind of, boundless in a way. This would look really nice if the white line or the black line wasn't in there and you had that high contrast specularity happening. Here's an example right here of one that wasn't uh addressed with line art. I had the line art for the hands, so it was kind of stylized: feet, hands, and then the eyes. But aside from that, the rest of this is just marker and a little bit of wishful thinking. But I think I'm going to just end it here because we have about 60 seconds left. And there's not much you can do in 60 seconds here other than thank everybody for the opportunity. And yeah, great job, everybody. Keep killing it. Keep killing it. And cheers.
Cheers. All right, everyone. Thank you so much again for joining. Thanks to all of the artists that joined. I'm going to go through the list and say thank you. Bobby, Tanya, Joseph, Desiree, Jeremy, Bobby and Tanya again, Gerald, and C.S. Murphy. Thank you all so much. It's been a pleasure hosting you, and we are looking forward to the next broadcasting marathon, which will be next week, and it'll be travel related. So if you have friends that stream travel, or if you're in the comment section and you're a travel broadcaster, don't hesitate to sign up when we release that sign up sheet, and we will see you all on Friday for the Stream of the Week show. Bye, everyone.